it!
Shotguns may be legendary for power and versatility, but let's be honest, some of them should never have left the factory. Behind the reputation of reliable pump actions and trusted semi-autos are models so flawed they became nightmares for their owners. From painful recoil and constant jams to dangerous design flaws, these shotguns aren't just frustrating, they're flat out unsafe. In this video, we expose the worst shotguns you should avoid at all costs. Some come from forgotten brands, others from giants who stumbled badly. Each one promises reliability but delivers disappointment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with the bell icon on before we begin. Stick around, because you might be shocked to see which names made this blacklist. Number 1. Winchester Model 1911 SL, Widowmaker. The Winchester Model 1911 SL, better known as the infamous Widowmaker, is one of the most dangerously designed shotguns in history. Instead of a proper charging handle, Winchester forced shooters to slam the barrel back by hand to chamber a round. This design put the user's hand dangerously close to the muzzle, and many tragic accidents occurred when the gun discharged unexpectedly. Nicknamed the Widowmaker for good reason, the shotgun quickly gained a reputation for injuring and even killing its own operators. The recoil system was harsh, violent, and uncomfortable, while the constant barrel slamming caused the parts to wear down faster than expected. Reliability suffered, with jams, misfires, and component failures becoming routine. Unlike Winchester's more trusted designs, the 1911 SL was plagued with durability problems. The poor quality construction didn't hold up under regular use, and the shotgun often broke down well before its expected lifespan. What should have been a step forward in semi-auto shotgun technology turned into a cautionary tale of bad engineering. While collectors may still seek it for its historical value and the infamous story behind it, the Winchester Model 1911 SL is far from a practical firearm. As a tool, it was unsafe, unreliable, and dangerously flawed. An experiment gone wrong that forever scarred Winchester's reputation. Number 2. Remington CTI 105. The Remington CTI 105 was marketed as a futuristic shotgun, but ended up being one of Remington's biggest flops. Advertised with titanium receivers and carbon fiber components, it promised innovation but delivered nothing but frustration. The shotgun's complex gas system was fragile and unreliable, leading to constant jams and cycling failures across all types of shells. Whether you loaded light target rounds or heavy hunting ammo, misfires and malfunctions were inevitable. Owners frequently reported broken parts, and the high cost of repairs made it even worse. Despite its lightweight frame, recoil management was poor, punishing the shooter after only a few shots. Quality control problems made reliability almost non-existent, and many buyers regretted spending money on what turned out to be a glorified prototype. Instead of revolutionizing shotguns, the CTI 105 became a textbook example of over-engineering gone wrong. Collectors may see it as an odd piece of Remington's history, but for anyone seeking a dependable shotgun, the CTI 105 is one you should absolutely avoid. Number 3. Cobra Terminator. The Cobra Terminator might sound like a gun from a blockbuster movie, but it's actually one of the worst shotgun designs ever released. This oddball firearm was a single-shot slam fire, meaning the user had to manually push the barrel forward after every shot. Not only was this painfully slow, but it was also unsafe. Without proper safety mechanisms, accidental discharges were a constant risk, making the gun dangerous even in casual use. Build quality was another disaster. Cobra cut corners everywhere, using cheap metal and flimsy materials that wore out quickly. The shotgun lacked any real recoil management, so every trigger pull felt like punishment. Shooting it for long sessions was nearly impossible. Accuracy was equally disappointing. The harsh recoil, clunky ergonomics, and awkward firing system made the Terminator difficult to aim or control. In both hunting and defensive scenarios, it was more of a liability than an asset. The Cobra Terminator has gained infamy not for performance, but for being one of the most impractical and frustrating shotguns ever sold. Unless you're a collector of firearm oddities, this is one gun you should never waste your time or money on. Number 4. Winchester 1400. The Winchester 1400 is proof that even legendary brands can stumble. At first glance, this semi-auto shotgun seems appealing, lightweight, affordable, and stamped with the famous Winchester name. But beneath the surface, it's plagued with problems. The action is notoriously slow and prone to jamming, especially with lighter loads. Semi-autos are supposed to deliver fast follow-ups, but the 1400 often misfires or fails to cycle altogether. In a hunting or defensive scenario, that's more than just frustrating. It's dangerous. Durability is another weak spot. The gas system and bolt are known to break down with regular use, and this shotgun simply doesn't age well. Over time, mechanical failures pile up, eroding confidence in the firearm. On top of that, the stock and forearm feel cheap and flimsy, with build quality that seems rushed and corner-cutting. Accuracy and reliability suffer across the board. While some budget-friendly shotguns manage to balance cost with performance, the 1400 fails to meet even basic expectations. Instead of a dependable workhorse, it delivers inconsistency and headaches. Despite carrying the Winchester name, the 1400 is remembered more as a cautionary tale than a trusted tool. Affordable on paper, yes, but in practice, it's unreliable, poorly built, and ultimately, not worth your time or money. Number 5. Browning Saltwood Shotguns. Even respected brands like Browning have dark chapters, and the infamous Saltwood shotguns of the late 1960s and 70s are one such case. Browning experimented with curing shotgun stocks using salt to speed up production. On paper, it sounded clever. Faster wood curing meant faster rifles to market. In reality, it was a disaster. The salt wasn't fully neutralized, and it absorbed moisture from the air. That moisture transferred directly into the receiver and barrel, causing severe corrosion. Some guns looked clean on the outside, but were rotting from the inside. Pitting, discoloration, and even structural failures were common. Buyers often discovered too late that their investment was crumbling. Resale values plummeted, and collectors learned to tread carefully with Brownings from this era. Modern Browning shotguns are exceptional, but the Saltwood models remain a cautionary tale. Unless you're specifically hunting for a restoration project, these guns are best avoided. Number 6. Boito Shotguns. The Brazilian-made Boito shotguns are marketed as budget-friendly options for first-time buyers, but their flaws outweigh their low price tag. Owners frequently complain of poor build quality, rough machining, loose tolerances, and flimsy stocks that don't hold up under use. Reliability is a major concern, with constant misfires, feeding issues, and jams turning even casual shooting sessions into headaches. Durability is just as bad. Lightweight frames crack or wear out quickly, and recoil is harsh due to poor stock design and minimal recoil padding. Instead of being beginner-friendly, the excessive kick often makes the shooting experience uncomfortable or even painful. Accuracy and consistency are another weak point. Barrels are often misaligned, producing uneven shot patterns. In hunting or defensive situations, this lack of reliability could be catastrophic. At first glance, the low price might make a Boito shotgun tempting, but in the long run, it costs more in frustration and repairs. Even other budget brands offer better reliability and build quality. For new shooters especially, Boito models risk leaving a lasting bad impression on shotguns altogether. So there you have it. 6 shotguns that may look tempting at first glance, but will only bring you headaches, wasted money, and in some cases, serious safety risks. A shotgun should be a tool you can rely on in the field, at the range, or in defense of your home. But these models fall short, whether it's poor design, cheap construction, or outright dangerous flaws. From Winchester's notorious Widowmaker to Browning's Saltwood fiasco to bargain bin models like Boito that crumble under pressure, the lesson is clear. Not every firearm deserves a place in your collection. When it comes to firearms, reliability is everything. Saving a few dollars up front is never worth the risk of a misfire, jam, or catastrophic failure when you need performance most. Cheap often turns out to be expensive and sometimes even dangerous. The smartest move is to research, invest in quality, and trust brands and models with proven track records. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe with the bell icon on so you never miss our upcoming content. And in the comments, tell us, what's the worst shotgun you've ever owned or fired? Your story might just help someone else avoid the same mistake.